Fortune's Global News coming to you on Fortune's Television. I am Hauwa'u Lere with the news, but first the headlines. Kaduna PDP rejects by-election results, commends loyal supporters. Nuba Polytechnic excels at component competition. On sports, play for pride against Congo, Chile charges home-based Super Eagles. On the foreign scene, Hamas accepts new Gaza truce plan as Israelis rally against war. Now the news in details. The Kaduna State chapter of the People's Democratic Party has rejected the result of the recently concluded state and federal constituencies by-elections held on August 16, 2025, citing irregularities and alleged interference by the incumbent government. In a statement issued on Monday, the party praised voters in Basawa, Zaria, Kewaye, and Chukun Tukajuru constituencies for their overwhelming support during the polls. PDP chairman Sir Edward Percy Masha described the loyalties of supporters and the effort of party stakeholders before, during and after the elections are critical to the party's continued strength in the state. Governor Ubasani's commitment to human capital development has started bearing fruits with the feat recorded by Nuba Polytechnic at the 2025 Committee of Deans of Polytechnics and Colleges of Technology competition. Rector of the Polytechnic, Muhammad Kabir Abdullahi, has said. He stated this in a statement, saying that Mr. Luka Ado, a student of the Polytechnic, clinched the National Diploma category at the 2025 edition of Component. The statement added that Component is a competition that is endorsed by the Council for the Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria, and it holds yearly. Abdullahi further stated that the best student in both the national and higher national diploma categories are usually determined by experts after presentations. Security forces in Chad have arrested 18-year-old son of late Boko Haram founder Mohammed Yusuf. Zagazola Makama, a defense and security analyst, confirmed that the young militant, identified as Abdurrahman Yusuf, was apprehended along with 5 other jihadists during a coordinated operation by Chadian security operatives. Sources revealed he was leading a 6-man terrorist cell linked to the Islamic State West African Province, a breakaway faction of Boko Haram. Images obtained by Zagazola, a short, slender youth clad in a blue tracksuit, bearing a notable resemblance to his father, standing among a group of visible older detainees. The Kaduna State Police Command Monday announced that recruit constables undergoing training at the Police College Kaduna will participate in the shooting range exercise on Tuesday and Wednesday. A statement issued by the Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Mansur Hassan, said the exercise will hold at the Amanan Kaswa shooting range ground along Mararaban Jos Pambegua Road in Igab local government area. DSP Hassan urged residents and commuters within and around the area to exercise caution and avoid the designated vicinity during the exercise. The Plateau State High Court has granted bail to 20 accused persons standing trial over alleged killing of 12 wedding travelers on 20th June 2025 in Mangu Village, Mangu local government area of the state. The bail was granted at Vacation Court 7 in Jos, presided over by Justice Nafisat Lawal, following a motion filed by Defense Counsel Garba Paul San. An official of the court registry confirmed Monday that the bail was granted by the court last Thursday. Paul has earlier sought bail on 11 July 2025 before Justice Boniface Young handling the substantive case. Countries have failed to find consensus on how the world should tackle an overgrowing scourge on plastic pollution globally. Negotiators from 185 nations worked beyond Thursday's deadline and through the night in a ultimately futile search for common ground. A large bloc wants bold actions, such as curbing plastic production, while a smaller clutch of oil-producing states want to focus more narrowly on waste management. The stalemate was a resounding failure for the environment and for international diplomacy at a time when its frontiers are in the spotlight. Countries voiced anger and despair as the talks unraveled, but said they wanted future negotiation, despite 6 rounds of talk over 3 years, now having failed to find agreements. On sports, Super Eagles head coach Eric Chell has charged his watch to come out smoking against Congo, insisting that it is important for his team to finish their campaign at the 2024 African Nations Championship on a high. The home-based Super Eagles have already been eliminated from the competition, having lost their opening 2 games against Senegal and Sudan. The West African will face Congo in their last group game on Tuesday. The game will kick off 6 p.m. Nigerian time. On the foreign scene, Hamas has accepted a new ceasefire proposal for Gaza without requesting amendments, a source from the group told AFP Monday, after a fresh diplomatic push to end more than 22 months of war. Mediators Egypt and Qatar, backed by the United States, have struggled to secure a lasting truce in the conflict, which has triggered a dire humanitarian crisis in the Gaza Strip. However, after receiving a new proposal from mediators, Hamas stated that it was ready for talks. To end the news, a recap of the major headlines. Kaduna PDP rejects by-election results, commends loyal supporters. Nuba Mali Polytechnic excels at component competition. On sports, play for pride against Congo, Chile charges home-based Super Eagles. On the foreign scene, Hamas accepts new Gaza truce plan as Israelis rally against war. That was the news at this hour. On behalf of the news editor, Balara Balawal Zaria, I am Hauwa'u Lere, thanking you for investing your time.